Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off this presentation on next-gen GST reform. Today, we'll explore how these new reforms aim to make life easier for citizens and support building an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Over the next few slides, we'll cover the key changes, their impact, and how they contribute to a stronger, more self-reliant India. Let's get started. Let's take a closer look at the savings on daily essentials. As you can see, products like hair oil, shampoo, soap, and toothpaste have seen a reduction in prices, dropping from 18% to just 5%. That's a significant decrease and can make a real difference in our daily expenses. Similarly, everyday items like butter, ghee, cheese, and other dairy spreads have also seen a notable cut, going from 12% down to 5%. The same trend applies to prepackaged snacks such as namkeens, bhujia, and mixtures, which used to be at 12% and are now at 5%. Even household items like utensils, feeding bottles, napkins for bobbies, and diapers have experienced this reduction, from 12% to 5%. And for those involved in sewing or small household repairs, sewing machines and parts are also seeing a drop from 12% to 5%. Overall, these reductions highlight how our efforts are making everyday essentials more affordable, helping families save more on items they use regularly. This ties into our broader goal of improving household budgets and making daily living more manageable. Let's take a closer look at how we're uplifting farmers and the agriculture sector. You can see that tractor tires and parts originally made up about 18% of our focus, but now that has decreased to 5%. Similarly, tractors themselves went from 12% down to 5%. This trend indicates we're shifting toward more specialized or efficient equipment. Biopesticides and micronutrients, which are vital for sustainable farming, also saw a reduction from 12% to 5%. The same pattern applies to drip irrigation systems and sprinklers, down from 12% to 5%. And forestry machines used for soil preparation, cultivation, and harvesting followed this trend as well, dropping from 12% to 5%. Overall, these changes reflect a move towards more targeted, innovative solutions that support farmers in a more efficient and sustainable way. It's all about enhancing productivity while reducing dependency on traditional, bulk equipment. This aligns perfectly with our broader goal of empowering farmers through smarter, more sustainable agricultural practices. Let's take a closer look at the relief efforts in the healthcare sector. You'll notice that items like health and life insurance, which previously had an 18% share, have now gone down to 0. This indicates a shift in focus towards more immediate, tangible medical needs. Similarly, essentials such as thermometers, medical-grade oxygen, diagnostic kits and reagents, glucometers and test strips, as well as corrective spectacles, all experienced a significant reduction from 12% each to just 5%. This trend suggests that the urgency has moved from broad coverage and diagnostic tools to specific, critical supplies needed directly at the point of care. Overall, these changes highlight how relief efforts are being realigned to prioritize essential, life-saving equipment and supplies, reflecting the evolving needs in the healthcare sector during this period. Now let's take a closer look at affordable education. As you can see, items like maps, charts, and globes initially accounted for 12%, but through our efforts, we've managed to bring that down to 0. The same goes for pencils, sharpeners, crayons, and pastels, also starting at 12% and now eliminated. Exercise books and notebooks followed the same pattern, dropping from 12% to nothing. Even erasers, which initially made up 5%, are now also no longer a cost factor. What this shows is that by addressing these basic educational supplies, we've significantly reduced costs, making education more accessible. These small, often overlooked items can add up, but with targeted efforts, we've been able to remove these expenses altogether. This aligns perfectly with our overall goal of making education affordable for all. It's a tangible example of how systematic changes can lead to substantial improvements in educational accessibility. Now, let's take a look at how automobile affordability has evolved. As you can see, there's been a notable decrease in the share of petrol and diesel hybrid cars, especially in the small and mid-size categories, dropping from 28% to 18%. Similarly, three-wheeled vehicles, which are quite popular for their affordability and utility, have also seen a decline from 28% to 18%. Motorcycles with engines of 350cc and above, often used for both commuting and small business purposes, have experienced the same reduction. And even goods transport vehicles, which are essential for logistics and delivery services, have decreased from 28% to 18%. This trend indicates that these vehicle segments are becoming more accessible and affordable, which aligns with the overall goal of making transportation options more economical for a broader population. It's a clear sign that advancements and policy measures are working to bring down costs, making it easier for more people to own and operate these vehicles. This shift supports our broader theme of improving mobility and economic inclusion through affordable transportation options. Let's take a closer look at the savings on electronic appliances. As you can see, for air conditioners, the savings percentage has decreased from 28% to 18%. The same trend applies to large-screen televisions above 32 inches, where savings have also dropped from 28% to 18%. The same pattern is evident with monitors and projectors, as well as dishwashing machines. Both of these categories experienced a reduction in savings from 28% down to 18%. This shift indicates that the potential savings on these appliances are becoming less significant, which could influence purchasing decisions. It's important to understand how these changes fit into the overall picture of energy efficiency and consumer savings. Recognizing these trends helps us better strategize on how to maximize savings and make smarter choices when upgrading or replacing electronic appliances. Now, let's take a look at some of the key process reforms we've implemented. First, automatic registration within just 3 days. This means that once a taxpayer submits their application, the system automatically registers them without unnecessary delays, making the process more efficient and less burdensome. Next, we're leveraging AI-based compliance and data analysis. This allows us to monitor transactions more effectively, identify potential issues early, and ensure that everyone is adhering to the regulations. It's a significant step towards smarter, data-driven oversight. We've also introduced faster refunds through system evaluation. By streamlining how refunds are processed and evaluated electronically, we can get money back to taxpayers more quickly, which improves cash flow and overall satisfaction. Finally, we've addressed issues related to zero-rated supplies and inverted duty correction. These are complex areas, but by refining our systems, we reduce errors and ensure accurate tax treatment. All these reforms tie back to our overarching goal: creating a more transparent, efficient, and taxpayer-friendly system that better supports economic growth. Now, let's take a closer look at the benefits of the GST revamp. First, one of the most immediate advantages is a lower cost of living for consumers. By streamlining the tax structure, prices for goods and services tend to stabilize or decrease, making everyday essentials more affordable. Next, the revamp provides a significant boost to MSMEs and farmers. Simplified taxation means easier compliance and less financial burden, which helps these vital sectors grow and become more competitive. Another key point is the shift towards a digital-first taxation system. This modernization not only makes tax processes more efficient, but also easier for taxpayers to manage their obligations online, reducing paperwork and delays. Reduced tax evasion is also a crucial benefit. With better tracking and transparent systems in place, it becomes harder to hide or underreport income, leading to a fairer tax environment. Finally, all these improvements contribute to increased transparency and overall economic growth. When the tax system is clear and efficient, it fosters trust and encourages investment, paving the way for a more robust economy. So, in essence, these benefits collectively support the broader theme of creating a more inclusive, fair, and dynamic economic landscape through the GST revamp. So, to wrap things up, the next-gen GST truly is a step forward. It's designed to be better and simpler, which means a lot for everyday consumers and businesses alike. When I say everyday items will become cheaper, I mean that the overall cost of essentials will decrease, making life a bit easier for everyone. For MSMEs, or micro, small, and medium enterprises, this reform is particularly beneficial. It streamlines processes and reduces compliance burdens, helping them grow and thrive. And when these small businesses grow, they contribute more to the economy, creating a positive cycle of development. Ultimately, this reform isn't just about tax changes. It's about giving a fresh boost to the Indian economy as a whole. By making the system more efficient and inclusive, we're paving the way for sustainable growth and a brighter future. Thank you.